I guess if everybody's ready, we can begin a little bit early. Yui and Mao, are you ready to begin? I just love that sound. Okay. Me too. All right. So I'll begin. Welcome everybody in Can Tho City and Vinh Thanh Town. We have Tieng Anh High School and Vinh Thanh High School, and then the Center for Foreign Languages at Can Tho University. And I'm so excited to see all of your beautiful faces. So I'm gonna go around a circle to introduce our groups, okay? Let's begin with Dan and Liz. Can you tell me your names, full names, obviously, and which community you're from?
Ladies first.
My name is Elizabeth Ann Holdeman, but people call me Liz. And I am part of the Denver community. Is that what kind of community we're talking about?
Mm-hmm. Where is Denver?
Denver is in the state of Colorado, which is central west of the United States. And it's a very famous state because we have the highest part of the Rocky Mountains in our state.
And I'm Dan Westner, my wife Liz. Liz and I lived in Can Tho in 1990 to 1993, and we lived in Hanoi from 1996 to 1998. And we have made many trips back to Vietnam, to Lom Xuyen, to Can Tho, to Hanoi. And while we are part of the Denver community, we are also part of the Can Tho community and have many, many good teaching friends and students there.
Okay, now, and then I'll go. My name is Katie Larson. Maybe I met some of you last year. I am part of the Denver, Colorado community also, but I just moved home from Can Tho. I was living in My Can village area, or Phong Dinh district. So I was part of that community for a year, or over 1 year, and I loved it. So let's move on to Mao's classroom. Can you tell us your name, what grade level are your students, and which community you are from?
Good morning, everyone.
Can you stand near the computer or the microphone?
I am Silas, the microphone.
I think your microphone is off.
Okay, can you hear me, Katie? Yes, okay. So my name is Mao. I come from Hanang House, and I am a part of Hanang High School community. So coming to our global classroom today, I am my 25 students from class 10A.
Love it. Okay, Mr. Yui, tell us about your class.
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Yi. I've teach English in 15 years, and I used to teach in Tieng Anh High School. And now my community is Vinh Thanh High School, and my class is in grade 10, 10A1. Okay, with that? They're really shy. Okay, maybe not very. And I think that they are very keen on this activity. I think that it's a new atmosphere for them to study English, and I hope that we can get a lot from this new kinds of studying English. Thanks.
Yes,
can you hear me well?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
And Miss Tu, your room. Give us a little bit more description about your friends.
My student will do that.
Oh, hello. We're from Can Tho City community. We are of all ages. We are university students, high school students, and the teachers in Can Tho University. So we hope that today we have an interesting talk. Love you. Love you.
Love you too. Great. Okay. So welcome again, everybody. Like Mr. Yui said, this is a fun way for us to use technology to connect people in the US, to people in Can Tho City, to people in Vinh Thanh district, okay? And now we all get to use our English together. So did everybody do the reading? Did you do the reading?
Yes.
Yes. My Can Tho City, what about my Vinh Thanh friends? Did you do your reading?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So we are going to have a fun quiz race, but first, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen? Yeah? Okay. So we are having a quiz race, like I said. In each classroom, I need one person to be a Zoom representative, okay? A Zoom representative. This Zoom representative will come to the laptop and click raise hand when your class knows the answer to a question, okay? I will have 5 questions, okay? So if you know the answer, or if somebody in your class knows the answer, you will click raise hand. And Miss Mao, Mr. Yui, or Miss Tu will show you how to do that. And then if you are the first class to raise your Zoom hand, I will call on you to answer the question. And then we will see who gets the most right answers. If I could give you candy from Denver, I would, but I cannot send you candy over the internet. But anyways, so does each of my classrooms, Mao, Yui, Tu, do you have a Zoom representative? Who is your Zoom representative, Tu?
And will be the one who click on the virtual hand.
Okay. And then Mr. Yui, who is your Zoom representative?
Raise your hand.
Hello, my name is Mani.
Minyi? Okay. And then Miss Mao, who is your Zoom representative?
Hello, everyone. My name is Mel.
How? Okay, hi. Okay, so first question. Please. What are the 2 traditional crafts of Langkot village? Virtual hand, your Zoom hand. Oh, I see it. Anne. I see Anne. What are the 2 crafts?
Traditional craft and rice cake.
On the screen.
Craft and rice.
On the screen. Which one?
Which one on the screen?
Making paper good to burn and follow and something.
Okay. Making paper goods. And what was the other one? I didn't hear you.
Growing rice.
Growing rice. Ooh. So you have 1 answer correct. Super good. What is my other classrooms in Vinh Thanh or Tan An? Do you have the second answer? What is the second craft? Not growing rice. Miss Mao's school. Ooh, I can't hear you. I think you're muted. Oh, no, not muted.
Yeah, personally, I think 2 traditional crafts is growing rice and making paper goods to burn and honor ancestors.
Ooh, Ooh, growing, you said growing rice. I said no growing rice. You are correct. Making paper goods is one. What is the second? Mr. Yui's class, do you know? Make sure you unmute so I can, perfect.
Okay, I think it's growing bananas and making paper goods to burn and harm ancestor.
Ooh, again, not, so making paper goods, yes, but not the second one. So I'll tell you, we have weaving rice stalk to make bed mats. Remember, Dan, how do you say this? The weaving rice stalks?
Got.
Mm-hmm. And making paper goods. So I will give 1 point to Miss Tu's class. Okay, next question. Everybody lower your hand on Zoom. Okay. Ooh, grammar.
Like to train another representative. Is it okay for you?
What?
To get all the students to answer for the next question.
Well, just, yes, that's okay, but somebody can raise the Zoom hand.
Okay.
Okay. So which sentence uses a to infinitive verb? Okay. Miss Tu's class in Can Tho City. Yes.
If people want to buy land of goods, they can go to Hamad Street in Hanoi.
Perfect. What is the to infinitive verb in that sentence?
To buy.
To buy. To buy. Very good. Okay. Good. Next question.
You give up like 100 points?
You have 2 points. Which 3 religions inform the practice of burning hangma papers? Which 3 religions? Ooh, Yui's class. Woohoo.
It's Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism.
Oh my gosh. Dumrai. Yay! Perfect. 1 point for Yui's class. Okay, 2 more questions. Which is an example of a compound sentence? Virtual hand. Oh, there we go. Oh, darn, Mao, you were right. Okay, so first was whose class?
Is our turn?
Yes, two. You just before Mao. Which?
The one with yes.
Okay, the one with yet. You are correct. So it is yet makes the compound. Very good. Okay, last question. I will give double points. Double points. What is a community? Ooh, Mao's class. Yay.
Yes, is it the same thing on the above?
It is all of the above. Ah, you guys are so smart. Okay, perfect. All of the above. So I don't know if you can read, but Tu's class had 3, Yui 1, and Mao had double points at the end. So congratulations, Miss Tu's group. Yay! Okay, next step. Liz, I will go to you.
Now that we have learned about a community in Hanoi from the reading, we want you to know, about what your community is like. You have already worked with your teachers to draw a map of your community. I would like to hear about which parts of the community your groups think are most important. And teachers, can you please select one student from your group to come to the laptop and share about your map? And I guess we start with Yui's group, right, his class.
Mr. Yui.
Okay, and so one student from each class, please come to the Zoom screen and share about your map. Tell us your name, which community did you map, which locations are marked on your map, which categories are associated with each location, and which locations are weak and which are strong.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. Two ladies. Okay, Mr. Yui, whenever you are ready.
Can you see the map well?
I can see it a little. Move it right next to the...
Closer to the screen.
Okay, is it clear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Much better. Good.
Hello, I'm Phan Thị Minh Nhi and Lizzie Nguyễn Huỳnh Như. We will introduce about our map.
Good, we can see. Tell us, what is on your map?
Hold it still.
Okay, there are 5 places on our map. Is Lang Sen Market, Cống Thầy Pháp, Vĩnh Thạnh High School, Số 10 Market, and Thạnh Mỹ Secondary School.
Great. And what categories?
There are 3 places with the red star here. Can you see it? Mm-hmm. And the red star means that these places will be strong in the future. And the sad faces here means that it will be weak.
Perfect. Which places, can you tell me specifically, which places are strong, which places are weak? Are the markets strong?
The 3 strong places are Lang Sen Market, Số 10 Market, and Vĩnh Thạnh High School.
What about the staff?
And the weak places are Cống Thầy Pháp and Thạnh Mỹ Secondary School.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Now let's move to Liz. Who's next on the list?
The next one is Mao's class.
Diagonal of the road.
Mm-hmm. Can we ask a question about that map?
Yep.
Is the diagonal
line,
is the diagonal line, is that a road? And is that a road that cuts through the town? We lost our representatives.
Yeah. Where's our 2 friends, our 2 ladies?
Thank you. Is the diagonal line, is that a major road that cuts through the town?
Is the line in your map? Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's start with the weak place first. The Vinh Thanh High School here. Can you see it? The red star here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And the first reason is.
Oh, it's okay. Not yet. Not yet.
What?
Chua.
So we have a question. We have a question about your map. You have a line that goes from the top to the bottom. It's a diagonal line. Is that line, is that a road? Or is that something else? A canal?
Road.
It's a road. It's a road. Okay.
And everything is on one side of the road. There is nothing on the other side. Why is that?
This is the river.
River. Okay.
Okay, on one side of the river, you have all the locations. On the other side of the river, there is nothing. Is that rice paddy?
On the other side, I feel so. We didn't choose it.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now mouse class. And maybe we can't see your map. Maybe we can. I don't know. How tall are you? Okay.
Yes. Hello everyone. My name is Can Tho and my friend's her name is Yu. And today I represent for. Can you hear me well? Yes. And today I will introduce to you about my hometown and this. Just a minute.
No problem.
Can you see the map?
Beautiful.
Yeah, can I start?
Yes.
Wow, beautiful.
Yes, so, and as we know that our hometown, each person who wants to be successful, who wants to be a real human in the future, how to be teachers, to be educated, and spend their childhood in the hometown, and so do I. So I really love my hometown. My hometown is named Tieng Anh. Yeah, you know that, and there are 5 places I want to introduce you. Is very important in my hometown. At first, there is the Tương Hương Trà Food Stone. Is one of the most important and famous stores. As people come here to enjoy the beef noodle soup. In Vietnamese meaning it means bún bò Huế. Yes, and it's famous for a very high price, about 50 or 60 Vietnamese thousand for just a little bowl. So.
Okay, excellent.
Here to enjoy and to try the taste. So if you have chance to come into Tieng Anh, I would like to invite you to come here and to try on beef noodle soup and to make it sure is it worth for about the high price purchase of both of beef noodle soup. Yes, and the next place in Tieng Anh Church is also a strong point in my hometown. As my hometown has a lot of Christians and they believe in the God. So after a busy week, they come here on the Sunday, can say the feelings and attended the mass, which are organized by the pastor, and also they can interested and relax by themselves with a peaceful atmosphere. And moreover, they can be educated and they can improve themselves by some lessons which are experienced and we are taught by the pastor. It's very meaningful for us. And the next place is Tieng Anh High School. Is the most thing very important, not only for students but also for parents or any people stay in Can Tho, because a person who want to get a job, who want to be successful in life, how to be educated in the school, and Can High School can consider is one of the best school in Can Tho. And I and my friends study here is not only study about things which are given by teachers. Moreover, we can help experience and get a lot of unforgettable memory with my friends. And the next place is Hoài Mão Stadium. And as we know, it's just in the countryside, so it's not really big. It just have a small place for students, for a man to come here and practice and play a small football match. And moreover, they can train by themselves, and after that, they join in a competition and get a lot of prize. And finally, this is Mộng Cầm Bakery. It's a new place for us, but it sells a lot of things. For example, it has birthday cake, have wedding cake, a moon cake also, with a really reasonable price. So if you want to buy some cake and come here, we should not only have a delicious cake, but also have a well organized and with a reasonable price. And one more thing, and finally in conclusion, I want to tell you that one thing cannot be pressed on the map is your people. So if you have a chance to come here, let's try to talk to Can Anh residents, because they are very friendly and hospitable to you. So welcome all of you to Can Anh House. Yes, that is.
Wow, you should be a tour guide.
I'm hungry.
Okay, and then I have Miss Tu's picture. Let me see. Okay, done. There we go. And Miss Tu's class, who's your representative? Go ahead.
This is the handsomest, the most handsome man.
Can you zoom in the photo, Katie, to make it clearer?
Is it share it with you? Or zoom in, you said?
Yes, can you zoom in the photos?
Good question. I don't think...
I think it's fine, Duy.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah, I can't zoom in from my phone. Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead. So Thông starts, right? Katie?
Yep.
Okay, can you hear me well?
Speak a little louder.
Yes, now can you hear me well?
Yeah.
So as you can see, we intentionally highlighted the places that we choose. First, a flower coffee shop, Can Tho University, where we are studying, People's Committee, Land Market, and Ho River. Can you see that?
What's that?
Okay, so now I started from Can Tho University. We considered this as a strong place because our university is one of the 5 largest and national universities in Vietnam. Yes. A flower coffee shop. We consider it weak because several months ago they changed the cups into plastic cups, and plastic cups mean environmental problems. I think so.
And bad coffee too.
Yes. And what about next? People's Committee. This is the best place, our favorite place, because they still preserve old trees here. But there is one thing that we don't like, and that thing is it used to be a place for children, but now they move the children to another place, so it's not beautiful, and it's not a nice, beautiful, nice community anymore. Yes. Tongan market, this is something traditional because it was founded so many years ago, but we consider this place both strong and weak. So why is it strong? Because it's a traditional spot. It was founded many years ago and now it's still there. But there are so many problems here. The place is so noisy because there are so many customers, so many people. And when it's rainy, the roads are so dirty. It is on the river side, so there is a lot of waste into the river, and that is another problem of the environment here. The last one is Ho River. This is a weak place because there are so many problems here: erosion, water pollution, smoke from factories, and a lot of noise.
Pollution.
Yes. And I think there is landscape pollution here because it used to be a river, just like nothing on the both sides of the river, but now there is a lot of huge buildings. So that's all.
Beautiful. Can I call out Miss Tu? She made me say the coffee A thing. She knew I would agree with coffee A.
I discussed with them the coffee A because remember the very first time we was there, we appreciated that place with nice ceramic cups, with nice waiter and waitresses who already like listened to us when we refused the store. But remember the last time we visited together, suddenly we recognized that they changed the cup into plastic. They use that because of the stupid reason it should be ready to go. But we chose to come and stay. Why they changed all of the beautiful ceramic cups into the plastic ones. Okay, so that's why I call that. Even though I know that you love the coconut milk and like coffee over there, my kids love that place too. It's nice with the cactus garden. Very huge space for going around and enjoy the air. But I don't know why I stopped going there because of that stupid decision.
All right, thank you. Liz, on to you.
I find it very interesting that in the first two maps, also that you have the high school as important parts of your community. And I find that very interesting. All three of the maps include the marketplace too. And I think it is, as was said, that it is a traditional place where people gather and they form community there. And I know certainly from our time in Can Tho, when we see the same people over and over in the marketplace, we get to know many personalities and how that becomes very much a part of the community. People you learn to laugh with, and all of that sort of thing. Okay. Also, I think that each of the maps, they show in some ways that they are very unique. So each area seems to have its own community, things that are central to the community. So some things you have are very much the same that create community, and some things are very unique to each of the maps.
Okay. So Katie, I think we now move on to the exercise where each group will take their map and they are to locate one weak place and one strong location. And as you see in the example from Katie, draw a text box next to both the weak location and the strong location. And in that text box, write down 2 reasons why the location is strong or why the location is weak. So your maps are wonderful. You have many places on your maps. Now we want you to choose just 2 places, one strong, one weak, put a box near it, and write in the box 2 reasons why the place is strong or why it is weak. And Katie, they have how many minutes to do that?
They have about 5 to 8 minutes.
Let's say 5 so we keep within the limit.
We are okay with time, but are you sitting with your groups? Yeah, okay. So let's work for 5 minutes. All right, let's come back together. I see Mao's class is good, right? Thumbs up. Ready to discuss? Miss Tu's group, and then Mr. Yui almost done. Okay. So we will begin. Oh, Mr. Yui's class is ready. We'll begin with Mr. Yui's class, and then to Miss Mao and Miss Tu. But first, Mr. Yui's students. Share about your locations, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Vi.
My name is Yui.
And now I will tell you about weak and strong line in Vinh Thanh district. First, I will tell you about strong line in Vinh Thanh district and my weak consider in Vinh Thanh hospital. You look at it is Vinh Thanh hospital. Vinh Thanh hospital strongly is there because there are many good teams of doctor and nurse. They are very dedicated in work and they love their career. And second season that about facility condition is very insured and very safe. Besides that, Vinh Thanh hospital is very large and there are a lot of and about weak links in Vinh Thanh City, my group will talk about ferry. As you know, ferry is one of the most very important, but in Vinh Thanh district it is very weak because most of them are very old and it is very not safe. So I think when you go across the river, sometimes you will have a bad thing will happen, and this is not make a flight ticket. So I think ferry is a weak lake and strong lake is hospital. That answer.
Great. You said
Thank you.
ferry? Ferry? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ferry.
Dan, Liz, do you have any questions for them?
So the ferry is the weak place and the hospital is the strong place.
Yes.
What we would like you to begin to think about is how the ferry system, the weakness, can be made stronger. What could the community do to make something weak become strong?
Yes. I saw. Ferry is a one important strength. Help the people avoid the river. But in Vinh Thanh district, the ferry is very old and not safe. So I think it is very dangerous where the people avoid to the river. And I think it needs to be a free bear.
And can we ask a question about your river? Is your river actually a canal?
No.
It's so perfectly straight.
Is it natural or man-made?
Yeah. About canal, I think it is very
Is it made by nature or is it made by humans?
Yeah. A long time ago, canal is very it was made by human and it is strong.
Okay.
Okay.
You've answered our question. Thank you very much.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job. You did great. Thank you. Okay, now
when I do this, I want people to clap louder and louder.
Now let's go to Mao's students.
Okay, can you see? You see?
Can you see that?
Yes.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah. So I will talk to you about the stronghold. It's a the Hương Trạm song. Maybe it's a little bit strange name for you, but do you know that it's Buddha show?
Can you come closer to the microphone? You sound
Yes.
too far away.
Is it work?
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Yeah, so the stronghold I choose the Hương Trạm song. Is very special and it has established for a long years, maybe 50 years, and it passed through generation to generation. And moreover, they has a special recipe and a special taste that another restaurant, another place cannot imitate like the same. So almost the tourists come to Tieng Town has to come here and to enjoy the taste and is not only famous for Tieng residents, but also they have a brand on the internet, and it may be worldwide in the future because it's drama. So I would like to invite you to come here and enjoy, and I promise to bring you to this place and enjoy it with our class Can Tho.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Go on.
A quick point. Our weak point, which is the bakery. This is weak because this is a new bakery. It's not popular with everyone. And it's just a small shop that sells a little amount of paste and sweet things. But I believe that it will become a strong one in the future that will attract a lot of tourists.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Okay, let us move on to, that was excellent. We need to applaud Good work in Mao's class. Okay. And Ms. Tu's class.
Okay, I will choose the two youngest one to share, one strong and one weak. Okay, let's start with the strong, the weak spots.
The sweet spot, however, is had been dealing with several serious problems, including erosion, water pollution, landscape pollution, noise pollution, and high sliders. Tea forest has tended to be the most vulnerable with climate change.
Okay. Can we ask you some questions about the pollution? What are the most serious types of pollution?
What is the most one? The most problem.
Garbage?
The water pollution.
And is the pollution from farmers or from industry? Is it from people, just consumers?
Yes, from people, from waste from the cities, and from industries, because this is a big city, so industry here grows so fast.
Okay. So that would be a great research question to figure out how much of the pollution is coming from farmers, how much is coming from industry, and how much is coming from building and putting dirt into the river, erosion. How much pollution is from dams upstream, something that people from Can Tho have no control over. It's happening hundreds of miles away, but it affects you. Okay? Very good. Thank you.
What about your strong location?
Our strong location is Can Tho University. It's our same community. More than 30,000 students study here every year. They have a green sky, a good place. Very quiet, except some even. It's not clear, not dirty, like dirt road when it rains. But when it rains, it's maybe dirty more. And it don't have pollution much. It just have one problem with pollution. It trash. Maybe.
Okay, so it's a cleaner place.
Thank you both. That's very good. Thank you. So for the three groups, our main question is, how do you take something that is weak and call upon the community to make it stronger? So in Mao's class, beautiful map. I really, really like the map. And the things that are weak, how can it be made stronger? Whose responsibility? Who is going to take the matter into their own hands and try to make something weak stronger? So let's start with Mao's class. You were saying that the bakery is a weak spot because it's too small. Can you say a little bit more about how that bakery could be made bigger or better? So to Mao's class, how could that weak place be made better?
We think that the bakery will become better, that it will increase its area and because of the modern life, so that it will have a lot of technology equipment that can make it become popular and the place become more users.
Yeah, and moreover, the modern life and the fact that the living standard has improved. So people will have demands want to partake not only for it but also for organized party and so on. So they more and more people want to buy the cake. So the dormitory has chance and opportunity to be developed and improve their systems to become more and more famous to people. Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much. That's a great answer, both of you. Well done. And from Zui's class, how can the weakest place that you identified, how can it be made stronger by the community? Zui Oi, how can the weak location identified by your students be made stronger? Okay, great. Thank you. So the weak place that you identified is the ferry. And is part of the ferry problem that people are using different ways of transportation now?
I think to make the ferry stronger. I think you can repair our ferry become a new ferry. Beside that, you can women more flight ticket for people when they approach to the river. And besides that, I think you have to
You're doing great. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
yeah. And I think the most reasons we can make our ferry stronger. This is you.
Come on.
That's okay. Why don't we stop there? So,
yes.
A very, very good answer. Thank you. And let me turn lastly to Ms. Tu's class and ask how the how the Ho River and its pollution, who is going to make that situation better? Is that such a large, large problem that most people think, I can't do anything? Or is it possible for the community to say, everybody here has something to do about the river? Everybody can make the river more clean. What are your thoughts on that?
As I was mentioned before, how we will have problem with the trash from the market. So if everybody in the market they have the awareness to collect on the trash and bring them to a suitable place, so this is how we solve the problem. And I think it's also important for the authority if they have the right policy for the local people, and yet they will make a spread in the community. Yeah, that's all.
Very good. Thank you. Excellent. So let me now turn to everybody, and I have 4 questions. And Katie has those on the screen. First of all, do you recognize the really handsome man in the middle of the picture there on the bicycle?
It's you.
Yeah, but some people were laughing. Why are they laughing? It's hurting my feelings. Yeah, so that's when we lived in Hanoi. And that is our son, Alex, when he was 2 years old. And now he is 24 years old. So that is the community in which we lived. When it would rain, it would flood. And the water would be as high as the tires on my bicycle. So where my knee is on the screen there, if Katie can circle where my knee is, or if I can do that, there we go. That's how high the water was in our community when it would rain. So Alex would be out of the water, but I would be in the middle of the water trying to bicycle. So when we define community, our question is, whose definition of community counts? And what does it mean to have a sense of community? Why is it important? And a third question for you is your class of students a community? If you were to draw a map now of your classroom and of the people and the things and the resources in your classroom, what would you put on your map? Could you do the same exercise with your class that you have done with your surrounding community? And how could the class of people make things stronger for everyone? Okay, Katie, can you move on to the last slide? And I'll leave that for Liz.
Okay, so we want you to think about these questions, and they are big questions, but we would like to also have the opportunity that if anybody in each of the classrooms today would like to speak to the whole group, you are free to, if you have an opinion about this, if you have an idea. So the one question is, who is responsible for making your community better? And if this person is not you, how can you help them? So if any of you have an idea about this, we would all like to hear.
And maybe we can only take one response with the amount of time. So anybody in our classrooms in Can Tho City, Vinh Thanh, or Tieng Anh?
And the youngest voice himself.
Perfect. Great. Who did you want to speak? You did.
I think the number one question I will answer that is I will answer like this. Who is responsible for making your community better? I think it's all of us. We must do for our life to be better. Our life it have problem when we born. Like the city don't have enough water, pollution. We must do to protect our life.
Beautiful. Thank
Very
you.
good.
And I think we have somebody who wants to speak.
From Miles' class.
Go ahead.
I think everyone are responsible for my community better. First, everyone like me and my friends, I just do small things like in the river, we just clean the rubbish around the river and something, and clean the rubbish on the tree. And I think the authority is to speak things like You know, recently the streets in my community is so narrow and bumpy, so the authority visits. Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Anything from Yui's class? Oh, we got a runner. Here she is.
Yes. Okay.
Hello, my name is Yu, and I think everyone is responsible for making our community better. If the person is not me, and if they do it right, I will support and follow them. But if they do it wrong, I will prevent them.
Okay. Beautiful, my friends. All right, we are out of time. I'm stopping share. If we can get everybody, or try to get most people in the screen and smiling and doing a heart or a peace or a peacey face. Okay, ready? Yui, make them look at your computer. Look at Mr. Yui's computer. Yay, ready? I'm screenshotting. Yay! Beautiful. Okay, everybody, unmute, clap, very loudly.
Goodbye and see you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a good day.
Goodbye. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.